That's a very interesting question because there have been lots of really good news, both from a product perspective, whether it's IBM Connections or Workspace. We have seen lots of things in terms of how they're starting to talk to one another, how they're starting to converge into providing an integrated experience, which is really cool, right? Because it combines both the best of asynchronous enterprise social networking with real-time interactions and conversations. And what is hot as well at the moment is to essentially hear and read about what customers are doing with their own transformation initiatives in terms of what are they struggling with and lessons learned, things that they have implemented. And it's always refreshing and hot to see how either well-seasoned customers are into that journey or whether they're actually starting new and they're starting to learn from everything that's been going on in the past. So that's a combination of both product and case studies in terms of what customers are doing at the moment with applications and connections or what's on Workspace. The networking. The networking has been phenomenal because it gives you an opportunity to attend the different sessions, like see what's new, what's happening and everything else, but then you have the opportunity to talk about it with other attendees. So you have an opportunity to exchange ideas and thoughts that you saw, directions that the products are taking, what customers are doing. So the networking has been phenomenal from that point of view. And the actual venue has made it very convenient to have a very cozy atmosphere where everyone gets together and everyone sort of joins into the conversation versus other more massive conference events where you don't have an opportunity to talk to people. The attendance is actually very interesting because it gives you an opportunity to spend more time talking to people. Typically when you have got like the situation where you bump into lots of friends that are doing different things and you basically just say, hey, how's it going? Oh, it's going great, and then you go, right? And this time, it's more where you have the opportunity to pause, talk to people, see what they're doing, what they're excited about, and see whether you can share that excitement. And from that point of view, it's been very interesting as a user group conference in terms of being a bit more intimate than other massive scale events that we have been exposed to recently. Definitely. In terms of data analytics, it's really interesting to see how people are starting to figure out not just what data they collect, how they collect it, but also what they're doing with their data. Applying those business insights, right? And the fact that we have got a number of different customers telling those stories is of interest to Open Agenda because it helps us understand where the customer journey is at this point in time, right? Whether they're just beginning or whether they're well seasoned or whether they have been in between struggling with different items. It helps us understand exactly where they are and how we can help them. I'm going to be repeating myself on this one, but this is a user group event, so the real game changer is to time and time again see customers come up on the stage and tell their story. We cannot have enough of those. And I know that plenty of people would say, yeah, but they're sharing their case studies, they're sharing their best practices and everything else. And frankly, what I'm most interested from what they do is not necessarily seeing those best practices, but it's more actually hearing their story. Hearing how passionate they are about their projects, how involved they are, how engaged they are, the struggles that they had, the opportunities that they actually address, the markets, the new markets that they're creating, and that has always been a highlight and cannot be underestimated from any user group that what matters is the customers telling their stories. The merge and conversion of combining asynchronous collaboration and enterprise social networking and real-time conversations with messaging apps and chatting apps. So the combination of IBM Connections and what's on Workspace coming together into one. It's what excites me the most because it's helping understand that you can accommodate to people's needs much better when you start thinking about asynchronous collaboration and synchronous collaboration as part of a unified experience. And the fact that you can do all of that with a single click, going from text to voice to video, is absolutely phenomenal.